Yeah, that's fine. Good afternoon. Welcome to the exhibition match here. A quick 10-over thrash between the Chester 8 and the LMS World Wise Expats team. Just single off the first ball there. Gus Sloan on strike now. He goes big down the ground. Or tries to go big down the ground. Misses that one. Your expert commentators for today, John and Ross, have just gone off for a cold shower to calm themselves down after that quite unbelievable semi-final we've just seen. 6 runs there, lovely shot by Gus Sloan, captain of the Western Swingers. Had a good tournament, 350s. Comes the bowler again, a bit of swing, hacked away again by Sloan, wind assisted, massive sixer. Great stuff this from Gus Sloan. So in he comes, the bowler wearing number 8. Again, right arm over the wicket. Tossed up, short this time, cut away nicely by Sloan. And that's going to beat the fielder. Beautiful four there through the cover region, picked up by one of the players of the tournament, Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell. Start the second over. We're just waiting for the live scores to come up on the screen here. If you just bear with me. And he comes a bit quicker this one. South African batsman plays that away to the deep mid-on boundary. Well picked up there by the Chester fielder. Just a single. Slogged away there by Gus. Again, just another single. Well bowled there. Dot ball. And he comes into the South African batsman. Hits that one away, high into the air, over the square leg boundary, into the massive crowd here at Port Sunlight. Lovely shot, 6 runs, a maximum there, beautiful shot. In comes the bowler again. Oh, and that's another massive shot. And that's nearly ended up in the coffee bar there. Wonderful shot for 6. Fantastic batsmanship here. End of the second over. I don't know the score. Tell him I never got no score. Got a score. Good start here for the rest of the world team, the wise expats. Wide ball there. Well left by Sloan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And here comes number 3. Right, I'm over the wicket. Where's that one gone? Another 6 there for Sloan. Sailing over the boundary for another maximum. Wonderful stroke there from Gus Sloan. Nearly a run out there. Sloan caught and bowled there. Well bowled. First wicket falls for the wise expats. So we're now joined by, it looks like, the Bangladeshi legend Saeed Mustafa Hussain. First man in history to score 5,000 runs in Bangladesh LMS. And he comes. Oh, shorter ball there. Goes past the batsman's nose. No run. Another dot ball. Well bowled there by the bowler. Good over this so far. And he comes again. One of the tallest players we've seen this week. Again, short ball. Pulled away. Straight to the fielder at deep wicket. Well picked up there. Just a single. And he comes to the South African batsman down the wicket, and he's gone massive again this time. Has he got enough to beat the fielder? No, that's well caught. Long off there. Great catch, well bowled. This brings in the new batsman, another LMS legend, Zayed Abbas. Another big hitter, strides out to the wicket. So there's 2 wickets down for the Cheshire Legends. Change of bowler. Right, I'm over. Played away into the offside there, just a single. 2 Cheshire fielders converge on it. Well picked up there by Harry Killoran. Previously captain the LMS England side in last year's World Cup. He's got experience of playing against Saeed, as Saeed was on the victorious Bangladesh World Cup winning side, beating the England team into the runners-up spot last year. So here comes Abbas, faces first ball. Well bowled there by the bowler Jack Williams. 40 for 2 the score now. 3.2 overs gone here at Port Sunlight. Fantastic crowd witnessing this afternoon's excitement. Abbas powerfully hits that one down the ground. Missed on the boundary there by Harry. First boundary of the afternoon for Abbas. Well struck. Takes the score up to 44 for 2. Nicely played there by Abbas. And comes William, 4th ball of his first over. Bit slower, bit fuller. Played nicely off his legs there by Abbas, just a single. Takes him up to 5, 45 for 2. 1 ball left in the 4th over. This 10 over game. Down the wicket, Hussain. He's hit that one. That is a fantastic strike. A maximum there. Unbelievable scenes. Takes up the score to 51 for 2 from 4 overs. The Global All-Stars, sponsored by Wise, move on to 51 for 2 from 4 overs. Fantastic shot there from Saeed Mustahid Hussain. It's a new bowler, Harry Killoran, comes on for the first time this afternoon. And he comes. Right arm over the wicket. Chucks it up. Abbas straight down the ground. Beautifully struck there. Couple of bouncers, 4 through the deep long on boundary. He moves to 9 from 4. The Global All-Stars 55 for 2. And there's a shout from Jondre Johnson, one of the star batsmen of this tournament there. Killoran comes in a bit wider there, well bowled. Fuller, wider, tried to bowl the Yorker on 5th stump. Too good there for Abbas. Abbas looks around, looking for his gap on the leg side as Killoran comes in again. Nicely bowled. Four more there to Abbas. Beat the keeper. 59 for 2. 4.3 overs gone here. And this 10 over exhibition game, the prelude to the match everyone has been waiting for. Killoran comes in again. Abbas goes big. No good though. Dot ball, well bowled by Harry. Superb last 3 balls here. And then he comes again. Floated up again. Abbas goes for the big hit there but misses it. Superb over there from Harry Killoran. Just the 4 off it. 59 for 2, the Global All-Stars after 5 overs. So as I say, the big match, the match that everyone around the world has been waiting for, will be following this game. The 20th anniversary final of the Last Man Stand World Championship, sponsored by Wives, an all English affair, as the conquerors from Derby will take on the current ranked number 1 team in the world, the FT Stallions. In comes William again. Abbas again goes big but misses that one. Chewing up too many balls here, Abbas. 4 out of the last 6 balls have been 4s. And then he comes again, Williams. He's gone down the track. This one's gone high. It's gone massive. It's coming down with snowing, but a wonderful catch there on the boundary. Are we going to see a double play? And it looks like we have a superb piece of fielding there. High catch taken on the long on boundary, and the fielder had the nous to throw at the stumps and to run the non-striker out. One of the key features of LMS there, the double play, superbly executed by the Cheshire All-Stars. Both batsmen are out for 9. 60 for 4, 2 balls remaining in the 6. Brings South African Justin Reynolds and Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell to the crease. Superb bowling there by Williams. Tempted Abbas into the big strike. Got caught in the wind. In comes Williams. Nicely flighted. Four boys there, missed by the keeper. Big hoik by Reynolds. Could have put the keeper off there as he totally lost sight of it. And in comes Williams again. Last ball with a second over, tossed up. Reynolds goes big. That's gone high and mighty. And it's another maximum there. Beautiful shot by Justin Reynolds. Go Global All-Stars, move on to 70. 4 overs of the innings remaining. So in comes Harry Killoran to bowl his second over. 2 over maximums per bowler for this exhibition game here at Port Sunlight. And he comes over the wicket. Nicely flighted again. Big swipe by the rattlesnake, but again couldn't get hold of it. Nicely hit there by the rattlesnake. Just a single. Three balls left in Killoran's second over here. Again, nicely flighted. Bit of turn there for the bowler. Reynolds again looked for the big shot. Didn't manage to get hold of it. Killoran quickly in again here. Bit wider. He's got hold of that though, Reynolds. Another maximum. Superb shot there. Absolutely smashed over the long on boundary. Takes him on to 12 or 4. Projected score now 91 for the Global All-Stars. Killoran comes in again, quicker. No ball given there. An appeal for a stumping. Not out, says the square leg umpire. Looked a tight one. Good bit of keeping there. .78 for 4, the Global All-Stars. And he comes right, I'm over the wicket again, and that's smashed away again by Reynolds. Great catch though on the boundary again there, but it was a free hit because of the no ball. So it's 78 for 4 off 7. The wind's getting up a bit here now around Port Sunlight, but it's only going to help dry the pitch out after that torrential downpour earlier this afternoon. And he comes, smashed by the rattlesnake, held up in the wind, well caught on the boundary again there. Jack Corran, another wicket for him. 3 for 8 now after 1.1 overs for this giant of a bowler. Fielding by the Cheshire All-Stars has been special here. Everything that's gone to them they've taken so far as Mark van der Berg comes in, cuts that one away. Chased by the fielder on the boundary, nicely chased, comes back for 2. Takes the score up to 80. Corran in he comes. 6 for 8 he's got to be. That's a shorter ball, slower ball, well bowled. Totally deceived the batsman van der Berg there. In comes Corran. Again, shorter ball. Hit away there by van der Berg. Over the boundary, another maximum. Unbelievable scenes there. Fantastic stroke by van der Berg. 84 for 5. The Global All-Stars. 1 ball left in the 8th over. Just 2 overs remaining after that. Van der Berg's down the wicket. He's not got hold of that one. 1 bounce to the fielder. He's coming back for 2 though. He's going to have to be quick. And he's nowhere near. There is really no need for Reynolds to go for that second run. The ball had gone straight to the fielder's hands. Sensible throw. In it comes. And this brings Vipul Sharma to the crease. Oh, just actually been notified. The game has been reduced to 8 overs aside. which will allow this intriguing final we've got coming up to start soon here on lastmanstands.com. 85 for 6 off 8, the Global All-Stars. Required rate of just over 10 for the Cheshire All-Stars if they want to take the accolades in this exhibition game here. Hoping for a quick turnaround here. We'll be back in 2 minutes here from Port Sunlight. Welcome back to Port Sunlight for the second innings of this exhibition game. 8 sides, 8 overs, 5 balls per over. The Global All-Stars reached 85 for 6 from there, 8 overs. Superb bowling and fielding by the Cheshire All-Stars. Massive thank you to the sponsors of this tournament, Wise, Doe Brothers, opening up, Wrexham Lager, Our Future Health, the main sponsors wise, a massive thank you, and thank you to all the grounds, the 3 wonderful grounds here in northwest of England, Chester, Boughton Hall, Neston and Port Sunlight, for helping to put on a fantastic 20th anniversary World Championship. Good to see. There must be 300 people or more around the boundary here at Port Sunlight in this late evening sunshine. In comes the bowler, Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell, and that's a wide to start with. Raced to the boundary. Duffy and Walker, the opening batsmen here for the Cheshire All-Stars. So Walker to face the lively Rattlesnake here. Will the Rattlesnake celebration be coming out this afternoon? We'll see soon. Left arm over the wicket, and he comes. Well bowled there. Well bowled by the Rattlesnake. Dot ball there, nicely defended by Walker. Can't afford too many dot balls though. 84 needed off 39 balls. In comes the Rattlesnake. Down the track, Walker. Nicely played off his legs. Just a single though. A few players out there sporting some niggles after a tough week of cricket. Not much rest between games as he comes in again. Shorter ball there. Goes for the attempted pull, but just down to the square leg area, but picked up by Rattlesnake Jake. Duffy on strike. The left-hander against left-handed O'Connell, driven away nicely, but again looks as though it's only going to be a single. Well fielded out on the boundary there. Score moves up to 4, 82 or 36. It's the equation for the Cheshire All-Stars. Last ball, the Rattlesnake's over here, and he comes again. Nicely played. Well bowled there by the Rattlesnake. Taken by the keeper. Just a 4 off the first over. 82 needed off 35 for the Cheshire All-Stars. Vipul Sharma, the new bowler. Playing havoc here, blowing people's hats everywhere around the ground. Feel sorry for the poor cameraman, stood up on the tower, but what a fantastic job he's done this week. In comes Sharma, right arm round the wicket to the left-handed Duffy. Played down the ground, oh, and that's gone straight through the hands there of the Rattlesnake. Well played, James Duffy. Plenty of people still queuing at the lovely Best Contemporary Food Bar and the Ginger Cat Coffee truck. Big swipe there by Duffy, but that's missed. Straight to the keeper. Well bowled, Sharma. 3 balls left in this over. Then comes Sharma around the wicket. He goes big. 4 through cow corner. Well played there, Duffy. Takes him on to 11 from 6. 12 for no wicket to score. 2 balls remaining in the over. And he comes again, right arm round the wicket. Bit shorter. Out to Abbas. On the mid-wicket boundary, just a single. 73 off 31 now the equation. Change of action to right arm over as he comes into Walker. And that's short. That's hit up in the air. There's a fielder underneath it. Is he going to get there? No, he couldn't quite get there. The wind seemed to take that ball away from the fielder there, swirling a bit away from Hussein. Chose just to stop the ball going past him rather than attempting the catch and allowing it to go past him for 4. Takes the score to 14 from 2 overs. As Van der Merwe comes on to bowl the 3rd over, 72 of 30 needed. Excitement's building around the ground. The anticipation for the final £10,000 prize money up for grabs as the Conquerors from Derby take on red hot favourites FT Stallions from the east end of London. Van der Merwe in, bustling run up, nicely played into the leg side there by Walker. Only a single again. The Cheshire All-Stars are going to need to start finding some boundaries if they're going to get anywhere near the Global All-Stars total of 86 to win. And he comes to the left-hander. And that's smashed straight up in the air. It's not going to get to the fielder. Abbas on the boundary who just ambles in, stops the ball one-handed, bounced to a nice height. Takes Walker on to 3, 16 for no wicket after 2.2 overs. And again, Van der Merwe. Again, just played out all along the ground. To long on, comes back for 2 this time. Well fielded there by the Global All-Stars. And he comes. Oh, this is better. No way. That looked as though it was a maximum, but somehow the Rattlesnake has managed to get round to it and taken a fantastic catch there on the boundary. That looks 6 all the way, but Walker's got to go. 18 for 1, the Cheshire All-Stars. 1 ball remaining in the 3rd. Shake of the head there from the batsman as he comes off. Can't quite believe how unlucky he's been there. Superbly struck, looked to be going all the way, but somehow the Rattlesnake managed to get round and take a fantastic catch. As Will McGee makes his way to the crease. 68 of 26 needed now for the Cheshire All-Stars. Comes Van der Merwe. Just nicely clipped off the hips. Just going to be a single. Well fielded again there. Cheshire All-Stars move on to 19 for 1 after 3. Walker the man out for 5 from 7 balls. Duffy 13 off 8. McGee 1 off 1. The batsman is at the crease. As the Western Swingers captain Gus Sloan comes on, right arm over the wicket. Full ball there. Well run though by the Cheshire All-Stars. Sneaked a single. Brings Duffy onto strike. And he comes. Left-hander again. Plays that nicely, but again it's only going to be a single. Really need to start finding the boundary here, the Cheshire All-Stars. And comes Sloan. Again, a nice cricket shot there from McGee, but it's straight to Abbas on the cover boundary. Dealing in singles here, the Cheshire All-Stars. Really need some big hits. Sloan comes in, right arm over. He tries to go big there, but it's an outside edge and it's just down to the 3rd man boundary, where it's nicely picked up by Veepal. Again, just another single. 3 a ball needed now for the Cheshire All-Stars to take victory in this game. Sloan in he comes, down the wicket again. All along the ground, 2 this time to McGee. Moves the score up to 25 for 1 off 4 overs, 61 required off 20. Cheshire All-Stars need a hero, and they need a hero soon here. For 1 at the halfway stage. Bowling change here as Van der Berg's coming on. Just one off Van der Berg's first ball there as he comes in again, slogged away. .27 for 1 off 4.2 now the Cheshire All-Stars as Van der Berg comes in, bustling run up to the left-hander. Gone down. 4 byes signalled there by the umpire. .55 off 17 is the requirement now. Comes Van der Berg. Right arm over the wicket to the left-handed Duffy. Nicely played away there. Oh, there could have been a catch there by the fielder down on the deep square boundary. Totally misjudged it. Making out the sun was in his eyes. I think he bottled that one, to be honest. The crowd behind him are sure to give him some stick for that one. Nicely played by Duffy. He moves to 20, 35 for 1. 1 ball remaining in the 5th. In comes Van der Berg. Nicely played again by the left-hander, but again it's just a single out to the rattlesnake. Good throw into the keeper. 50 required now of 15 balls. Real tall order for the Cheshire All-Stars. It's the Bangladeshi legend Syed Mustahid Hussain comes on to bowl. Right arm dibbly dobbly, and he comes round the wicket to Duffy. Duffy wasn't expecting it to be quite so slow, cuts it away down to the 3rd man boundary and picks up a relatively straightforward 2 there. 38 for 1, 48 now required of 14 balls. Duffy's going to find the boundary hopefully soon to give the Cheshire All-Stars a chance. In comes Hussain down the wicket. He smashed that one. That is a fantastic shot. Maximum unbelievable scenes as that ball goes sailing over the boundary, nearly hits the cameraman, takes Duffy onto 29, and it's good knock there from Duffy as he retires. Brings skipper Killoran to the crease. Legend of the game, Harry Killoran. Been in this situation many a times. Can he be the man that sees the Cheshire All-Stars victory? 42 needed off 13 balls, a tall order, but if anybody can do it, Harry can. Here comes Hussain. Oh, nicely played there off his legs by Harry. Down to the boundary. Well fielded. He comes back for two. The two captains from last year's LMS World Cup final, which Bangladesh took the victory over the English team in Kenya. As Hussein comes in again, Harry goes massive. Is that going to beat the rattlesnake out there? No, that's well caught, and there's going to be a double play. No, the bit of a wild throw there from the rattlesnake, missed by Hussein. He has got the wicket of Kaloran, but he missed out on the double play there. 48 for 2 now. One ball left in the 6. 38 needed off 11. The tallest man in the competition, Jack Corran, comes in. It's only going to take him 3 or 4 strides to run a single here. A giant of a man. Long levers, is going to need to put them to good use to give the Cheshire All-Stars any chance of victory here. 38 needed from 11. Hussein 1 for 12 or 4 balls. Left-handed batsman. He's eyeing up the cow corner boundary as Hussein comes in. Played out to the cover point boundary there nicely. Just trickles over the line. 4 for Corran off his first ball. 52 for 2. 2 overs remaining. 34 needed. Remember, those of you watching LMS for the first time, the last ball, if it's struck for a 6, is a home run, which counts as 12. Should they manage to get this 12 off the last ball, that would just leave 22 off 9. Exciting times here at Port Sunlight. As one of the men of the moment, the rattlesnake comes back in, left arm over the wicket. Quick delivery there, too quick for McGee. Well taken by the keeper. The man who holds the record for the quickest ever ball by an Australian under 17. In he comes. Bit fuller there. Went for the Yorker, full toss. Nicely played off his legs to the square leg boundary by McGee. He moves into double figures. 56 for 2. 8 balls remaining here. 30 needed. In he comes, left arm over. Another quick delivery there from the rattlesnake, a bit shorter. McGee went to cut that one away. Too quick though by the rattlesnake. Another dot ball, 30 off 7. Penultimate ball for the rattlesnake again. That's quick and missed by the batsman again. Great piece of bowling by the rattlesnake. 30 required now from the last 6 balls. They're going to need to clear the boundary 4 times here. As he comes in, Jake the rattlesnake O'Connell. Batsman goes for the ramp. Just gets something on it. Sends it down to the fine leg boundary. McGee moves to 14. The Cheshire All-Stars move on to 60 for 2. Last over, 26 remaining. Can Corran be the hero? So it's another legend of the game. Zaid Abbas coming on to bowl the last over. A beast of a man. One of the loveliest guys you could ever meet on the LMS circuit. .26 required off 5 balls here. Left-handed Corran on strike. In comes Abbas, right arm over the wicket, short. Smashed away there. It's just gone for 6 there by Corran. Lovely shot. 20 now needed off 4 balls. Corrin moves into double figures off just the 2 balls. As Abbas comes in again. That's a bit fuller. Played into the onside. They're going to go for 2. They're going to have to go. Oh, there's a fumble by the fielder. 2 more for Corrin. 18 required off 3 balls. Is he going to use the home run to good advantage? Abbas comes in. Corrin smashes that one again to the cow corner boundary. The Rattlesnakes on it quickly. They're coming for 2. Oh, and that was missed by the keeper. Looked as though Corrin was in trouble. Just managed to get home as the keeper fumbled it. 16 required from 2. A 4 and a 6 will be enough here for the Cheshire All-Stars. Abbas warns the batsman there. McGee a little bit too far down the wicket, backing up. In comes Abbas, right arm over the wicket. And that's nicely smashed down the ground. Hussain picks that up, he's coming back for 2, which he'll get there comfortably. 14 required off the last ball, so unless there's an extra, we're going to see a victory here for the Global All-Stars. In comes Abbas, last ball of this game. Played nicely off his legs by Corrin, down to the fine leg boundary. Takes him to 20 off 6, takes the final score to 76 for 2 from 8. The Global All-Stars winning by 10 runs in this exhibition match. That's all for the moment from Port Sunlight. The final of this tremendous tournament will be coming up shortly.